right, in my car, get ready to start a broadcast. All right. Hello out there, Periscope, Land, TW Dawson. Been away a little bit, squaring up some things over the last couple of days. Just trying to see who's gonna join. I got a topic today that I want to talk about: purpose of life. Thank you for the hearts. Give a couple minutes for people to come on, just to talk about a couple of things. I don't want to be long. I'm sitting out in front of where I train at, getting ready to go in and get it in. If you don't know, I'm training for a master's belt in 3 different martial arts. So pretty rigorous, tough on the body. Rough, but something I use to challenge myself, as I mentioned before. Life is about challenging yourself at different levels. You can reach different goals at different stages in your life, but then at some point, from Harlem, what's going on, bro? All right. Just reach different stages in your life, and you want to keep taking it up to the next level. There was a point in my life where I used to sit once a week when I got home from work, and I used to be a barber. I used to cut hair, own a barbershop. I used to sit in my house in one particular chair. This was my thinking chair. And I turn the lights out, or even before I even turn them on, I sit in the chair, and for about 30 to 40 minutes, I would think, and I would have this predominating thought: what could I do to take this to the next level? And I was primarily concerned in my barbershop business. And every year, every so often, every 6 months, I would come up with something new and innovating to separate myself, to continue to separate myself from the masses of people that cut hair in my area. I came up with all kinds of stuff, but thanks for joining us, Luna Banessa. Okay, if you can, just when you join in, just write your name. Just write your name out, because it's kind of hard. MDRR, what's going on? All right, there you go. So I can actually address it, because it's kind of hard reading the tag names. But couple more seconds, because I don't have a lot of time. But do me a favor, if you would, swipe to the left or right, depending on what system you're on. Claudia, you're French. Oh, okay, that's what's up. All right, and that's MRDD, I believe that's what it was. But just click left, right, slide left or right, just to have some people join that are following you. You make boxy? Make boxy, I don't know what that is. BOXE. Do I box? I used to box. My cousin actually is a former light heavyweight champion of the world. Oh, the belts. That's right. Yeah, that's what you got. The belts from the profile. Okay, yeah, no, my cousin. Those are my cousin's belts. He had just won 3. Yeah, am I a boxer? No. I used to train him at that point. At that point, I used to do his strength and conditioning training when he had just turned pro. He won the light heavyweight champion, the WBC, the IBF, and the WBO, something like that. He won 3 belts, and I was a part of his team at that point, so we all took pictures with it. Oh, you're a boxer too? Okay. All right. Well, do me a favor. Share this with some people. Let them know that I'm about to talk about some things that's going to change your life if you apply it. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I see we have about 4 or 5 people coming on, but just continue to share it. Give me some hearts. Let me know that you're feeling what I'm saying. But the topic that I wanted to talk about today is the purpose of life. And no matter what you do, as far as you trace back to life from its initial conception, back in that lake, hundreds of thousands of years, we want to go millions of years, 10,000 years, whatever you believe in as far as your particular religion or your belief system, when life started. But at the end of the day, in that water, that amoeba was formed. And that amoeba, and if you reach back as far as back to that right there, it's hard to find another purpose than growth. The purpose of life is growth. Now, our individual purposes can be different depending on what they are. However, but our purpose as a whole is growth. Nature rewards growth. The universe rewards growth. God rewards growth. So when you're growing, that is a sign that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Think about it like this: a plant. If a plant is not growing, it's automatically dying. You get a flower, you sit it on the table, put it in the light, put some water on it, and if that flower, once that flower reaches full blossom and bloom, and immediately, if it can't grow anymore, it immediately starts to die. So if you're not growing, if you're not consistently learning, if you're not consistently adding to your repertoire of knowledge, physical, mental, spiritual, then automatically you're dying. And that's where people mess up at. We have this thing called life that's pretty much indestructible. The doctors, the scientists, they don't understand how we die. There's no logical reason for the human being to die, because everything that is in us causes ourselves to perpetuate ourselves. Our cells die and they reproduce. Our hair continues to reproduce. Everything in our body is meant to live, not to die. So what we have to do is we have to realize that there's something there's a force, there's a spirit, there's a power that's perpetuating our life, and it can't be destroyed. Life can't be destroyed, because if it could be destroyed, think about the catastrophic things that happen on the earth over the millions of years and billions of years it's been around, from tornadoes to volcanoes to earthquakes to floods, but yet life still continued, because life has a force to itself that will always seek growth. It would seek expansion. I said the other day that my whole goal is to have full expression, to grow to the utmost, to where everything that's on the inside of me comes out of me. And what I'm telling you is that there's more on the inside of you, and you can't settle for anything less than growth. If you're stagnated at your job, in your relationships, in your finances, that is a problem. That is a dis-ease. It's not supposed to be that way. You're meant to grow. You have to get it in your head. See, a lot of times we take ideas and we see them for other people, but we don't see them for ourselves. We say, okay, well, it's okay for him to get the promotion because he is born in that family, or he's that color or that race or whatever. And we make excuses. We make alibis for the reason why we don't succeed. And we have to stop making alibis and start taking those excuses and making those very things the reason why we do succeed. There's no difference between him or me. The only difference is the way I think. So if I start to change my thought process to the way his thought process is, if he's in a place that I want to be, then I'll start to benefit in the same way that he benefits, because it's a force out there that will reward you for your work. And the work that you have to do is the diligence of keeping your mind set in a particular setting that will allow you to succeed. And that's not an easy thing for some people, because there's so many different distractions, so many different things they're worried about. How do I succeed when I can't pay my light bill? How can I succeed when I'm sick? How can I succeed when all these things are going up against me? Well, guess what? The problem is that you are not thinking the right way. You're not growing mentally. If you don't read something every day, then your mind will not be able to retain the things that you read when you do read. It's an exercise. It's a muscle. It's no different than doing manual labor. Eventually, if you're doing some type of hard labor, and let's just say, for instance, you do hard labor, and then your hands get blistery and it starts to hurt. If you continue doing that labor, the skin doesn't fall off your hands. No, what happens is your hand starts to grow calluses. The skin gets thicker. And what it does, it prepares you for the work that you're gonna do. So even with your mind, if you start to do things that's stretching you, that's going out of your comfort zone, eventually your mind will say, okay, well, this is what we're going to do, so let's prepare ourselves for the next time. If you do some strenuous work or labor, say, for instance, some rowing or some type of bodybuilding or in the gym, eventually your muscles are going to say, okay, this is what it is. So we're going to start to work towards getting this done for you. And that's something that most people don't understand, is that whatever obstacle is ahead of you, it is the opportunity for you for your life to show the power that it has to overcome whatever it is that you're faced with. Think about it like this: if nature can replace a leg on a spider when it loses a limb, what what couldn't it do for you? If an animal is chased on land, it develops gills to live in the sea. If it's stranded on land, it perfects lungs to breathe on earth. If it's chased on land, then it perfects wings to fly. You understand what I'm saying? Everything that we do is a form of our life force developing what it requires to overcome our obstacles. If you don't have obstacles, it has no reason to perform for you. If you don't deal with struggle, then it has no reason to do anything. If an animal has a threat, it gives it a shell to protect it. And for another animal, it gives them a stinger to protect itself. For human beings, what wouldn't it do to give us what we need to overcome these obstacles in our lives? If we look at nature, there's not an animal out there that doesn't have what it needs to live and be successful at what it does. Some animals have longer teeth. Some animals have horns. Some animals have venom. Some animals have stingers. These animals have whatever they need. So why are we, the best creation that God could make, have anything less than what we need? That's the question. Think about it. We have to understand that whatever it is that we need is already within us. It's in us already. We don't have to look anywhere for it. We don't have to ask for it. If we have an obstacle, that obstacle is only there so that we can see what's on the inside of us. If it doesn't kill me, it makes me stronger. You know why? Because it showed me something that I didn't know about myself. Obstacles show you something about what you don't know about yourself. Think about the worst thing that ever happened to you in your life. Get it in your head. Now, think 3-4 months later. Was it really that bad? Okay, maybe it was. Think a year later. Was it really that bad? Sometimes a week later, it's not even that bad. Sometimes a couple of hours, it didn't even matter. But the point is, if you're still here right now, you overcame it. The point is, if you're listening to what I'm saying right now, you got through it. But at that very moment, when you were going through it, at that very moment when it was an issue, whoa, all you can think about was how many different scenarios that can go wrong and how bad it could be and all the different things that the negative thoughts that came in your head at the time caused you to stagnate, to not move, to cause fear to overcome you and grip you, and then you could not move because guess what? Fear and faith can't coexist in the same head. It can't. You can't have the faith to move and be struck with stagnation of fear. You can't do it. It's not possible. So either you're going to believe that everything you need and require is within you, and you're going to move forward in life, and you're going to grow, and you're going to continue to do the things that promotes your growth, or you're going to lay, waddle, and stay where you are. This is for those who want more out of life. This is for those who are willing to work to get it. I'm pretty much done. I got to go in here. I'm training for my master's belt, and I'm excited about it. And pretty soon I'm going to show it to you. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to get a custom one made, by the way, because I like custom stuff. I like all the nice stuff. But I'm going to get a master's belt. It's going to be amazing. And I'm working hard to get it. It's going to be some time now. Maybe I'll get it sooner than later. Maybe not. But I'm working hard for it. So, hey, listen, for the people that are going to see this later, thank you for coming on. Play it again. Send it out to people. Let people know what's going on because it's a movement that I'm getting ready to start that has already started, and I'm just basically sharing it with the people that are on this Periscope. So I'm signing out. Thanks again. And if you're up there, who's up here now? Let's see if I can see who's up here. The viewers. I can't see. So I'm still new at this, but if you're up here, just give me a couple of hearts and share it with some people. And I'm going to be heading out now. So I'm signing out.